threatening to steal the show is our opening bout, a matchup of hard-charging brawlers built for combat. Brandon Rios, the former lightweight champion, will test his all-action style at junior welterweight against undefeated 140-pound highlight reel Mike Alvarado. Finish with the talking as we take a look at the tail of the tape for the 26-year-old Rios and the 32-year-old Alvarado. 1-inch height advantage for Alvarado. Rios made the 140 pounds on our unofficial scales.
From Oxnard, California, the former WBA lightweight champion of the world, the undefeated Brandon Bam Bam Rios. From Thornton, Colorado, the undefeated Mike Mile High Alvarado.
Stylistically, it makes all the sense in the world.
I've never seen two guys more happy and anxious before the beer.
Arturo Gatti tried to box Mickey Ward early and had some success. And eventually Ward got through and all bets were off. And it looks as though, so far, Alvarado is trying to play Gatti.
Both fighters shoot right hands.
And Rios just landed a pretty good right hand, so all bets may be off here too now.
Now Rios steps in with a left hand to the chin of Alvarado. Oh, and another left hand right on the button. Good combination from Alvarado. Some of that blocked by Rios. Good right hand to the body by Alvarado.
One thing I like that Rios is doing, though, is he's attacking with his head a little lower than Alvarado is.
Bombs away. Rios and Alvarado. Good uppercut from Rios.
Alvarado, a very big junior
Right
welterweight.
hand on the button.
Landing a couple of very big junior welterweight right hands. Rios may be finding so far that those shots don't have the same effect on a big guy as they did on a lightweight.
They definitely don't.
Oh, what an uppercut by Alvarado. Winds up with a right. Good body shot by Rios, then doubles the left up to the head.
He does, but because he's a longer-armed fighter.
Rios just landed a good left hand. Alvarado comes right back. Rock'em sock'em robots, here we go. Beautiful.
Here you see Alvarado landing left uppercut, right hook over the top, followed by a jab and another right hook over the top, and here comes Rios right back.
Combination from Alvarado, snaps back the head of Rios.
Considering Rios's amateur experience.
Well, we told you that this is a fight that fight fans have been buzzing about since it was made. Look at them in the locker room of Donito Donaire. They're checking it out too. Good left hand by Rios.
A good answer by Alvarado.
There's something stylistically each guy can do to sort of swing the bout a little bit more their way?
At this point, not really.
Or is it just, it is what it is?
It is what it is. This is what you would call an old school dog fight. Fight your fight, tuck your chin, get your hands up, and keep them moving.
Good left hand by Rios inside. Chops the right hand, does Brandon Rios. Left hand again by Rios. Alvarado flicks out the jab. They both wail away with right hands.
Not just a number of shots here. This is brutal.
The stuff fighters do. He jabs, double jabs, triple jabs, then he throws the right hand, then he throws power punches. On the other hand, Brandon Rios just...
You hit a guy in the biceps enough, it can affect him late in the fight.
Left hand by Rios got in. He stepped in with a right hand power shot. Alvarado tries to turn Rios. Good right hand by Alvarado.
But I'll tell you what, Brandon Rios is one serious inside fighter.
That left hook to the body, Roy.
It's ridiculous. And the one to the head ain't bad.
Left hand as Rios went straight back, ate an uppercut. Chews on a right hand from Alvarado.
Alvarado flying Rios' head a bit there.
He's found an opening behind Rios' left hand with that overhand right.
Alvarado just missed a right cross. Pumps out the jab. Short left from Alvarado. Does it get any better?
You see Michael Alvarado come with a big left hook to the head of Brandon Rios, and very surprisingly, Rios takes it without even having a knee to buckle.
Big Brandon Rios, Mike Alvarado underway, round number 5. Still to come, our main event, Donaire against Nishioka.
There it is again. It's the second time he landed it hard this round, Alvarado.
Short right inside by Alvarado, score. Rios comes back with a hook to the body. Alvarado hooks back to the body with him.
And Alvarado is really starting to tee off with that right hand.
And he looks like the bigger fighter in there.
Well, of course he's the bigger fighter. He's always campaigned at 140. Brandon is just moving up. But you got to give Brandon a whole lot of credit for taking on such a tough competitor at his first time at 140.
When a guy would fight back hard against Rios, Rios knew that left hook could catch him eventually. Here he is catching Alvarado with a left hook hard at times, and Alvarado too is not buckling. Wow.
The head of Rios snapping back and forth from the punches of Alvarado. Rios in a bit of trouble. Alvarado letting power punches go. Now it's time for Rios to go to work. Mano a mano. They go.
My goodness.
Rios digging in. Alvarado with a right cross. Wow.
Okay? I don't want you to give rounds away, me Brandon, okay? He's starting to land the hard punches. I want you to move your head a little more. Okay. Keep your hands up higher, okay? All right? Keep your hands up higher.
Round 6.
Don't load up, daughter. Got you right here.
Round number 6 begins for Mike Alvarado and Brandon Rios. Alvarado threw 147 punches in the last round. To put that in perspective, the junior welterweight average is about 60 punches thrown per round.
I tell you, I like what Alvarado does when he throws 2 or 3 small punches and ends up with the third or fourth punch, a big KO punch.
Good left inside by Alvarado. Thumps a right hand on the chin of Rios. Right hand from Alvarado score. Rios blocks some of it. Good left-right combination. Right hand by Rios.
Big right hand by Rios. I think for the first time someone's hurt.
Another right hand from Rios.
Same exact punch.
Left hand from Alvarado.
Bro. He's just walking around there, clubbing around it. He's got no legs.
He's just mauling, dude.
If
He's
you
pushing
step
on you and lands.
This foul, give it all you got.
And step around when you're done with your combos.
This overhand right over the top of Alvarado's jab by Rios would have veto stamped any 135-pounder on the planet, I believe. What a shot.
These guys taking what amounts to a breather for them in this fight so far.
Oh, good overhand.
Right hand over the top. It was a lazy jab from Alvarado, and Rios shoots that right. Alvarado eats the left and right. Another right hand, rocks Alvarado. Right hand again. And referee Pat Russell steps in and stops it. Just stay right there.
See Brandon Rios land this big overhand right that he had landed a few times in the round before, right on the button. That is the shot that ultimately caused the destruction and demise of Mike Alvarado.
All right, we'll look at it again in real time.
And Brandon is just keeping the pressure on. He knows he has his guy hurt. He's throwing combinations behind combinations, steadily trying to land that big right hand again. There it was. The referee at this point had about seen enough, and he jumps in and calls it a halt.
157, round 7. The winner by TKO victory, still undefeated, from Oxnard, California, Brandon Rios.
Win number 31. But a win unlike any other. His 22nd stoppage as Alvarado loses for the first time. Let's take a look at the final numbers of Brandon Rios and Mike Alvarado in what was a classic. And we'll start with the total punches. Alvarado averaged throwing 111 punches per round. Rios landed at a higher percentage, 161 of 541. Take a look at the power punches in this fight. Rios averaged throwing 62 power punches per round, landed 20 a round. Alvarado averaged 60 punches in the power category, landed 18 per round for 31%.